And welcome all. One more for the ages. Um, so quick note. Well, firstly, thank you for joining me, and thank God, 102 days we're in. Turning up. Cool. I just found something out. I just found out that I accidentally skipped learning regular expression by building a spam filter. Now, stupid blunder aside, I actually think it demonstrates something because, I mean, we all have probably seen, like, you're struggling with regular expression, having not learned it before. We didn't do that in my JavaScript course actually, and so I'm sort of learning as we go. But it goes to show how much you can do just by searching the right things, and how much the tools available have helped, because I was able to use like Claude to do some bits, and some just reading up on stuff. I'm being exposed to it, using it in interestingly enough, yeah, we used it during advanced array methods, and I think because sometimes I go back and then review, some of these get undone, as it were. But I mean, the videos are there. It was recorded. I have completed all of these ones. I might, just because of my head, go through and like just not finish off, or just, I think I just need to like click check code sort of thing, because it would have saved my work. I still have some nice 100%, but that's for when I actually have time, which has been, as demonstrated by recording this at 11:34, not really that available. So I think what I am going to do, just to make my life easier during the rest of the spreadsheet, and when I build a number validated project for my next certification, I'm going to stop where I was with the statistics calculator, with the spreadsheet, and jump back into regular expression, so I can actually sort of understand what it is I'm doing and not be fumbling around in the dark so much. So I should probably update this to learning regular expression. FreeCodeCamp. I'm going to make this step 1. Cool. So let's dive in, shall we? Can't believe I missed this. This is ridiculous. Interface or marker spam. Okay. So we're building a spam filter, which is interesting. Cool. So use getElementID method to retrieve the hashtag message input, result in hashtag message button elements from HTML, and assign them to variables. These. Cool. So we're going to have const variable is equal to document dot get. And having a real keyboard makes all the difference, man. And then by ID for we're using the IDs, so I just need to use a string here. Yeah, and I just did this so I have a template, because I'm going to do this 3 times. So now, I mean, we've done this enough times to know that these would be actual elements that exist within the HTML document. We could go up and look them up, but why would we do that when we know it's already there? So I'm just saying it sort of for anyone that's watching this that maybe doesn't. You will be able to see these if you go into the HTML document, which you can find at index.html here. Cool. Add an event listener to check message listener for click event. Cool. So we know that our event listeners, so let's say, actually, I might be able to, yeah. We're listening for click. Should be a string. And once we see a click, what we're going to do is this nothing. Oh, sorry, I added the check message button as opposed to this bad boy. Which one's easier? Yeah, no. I'll just copy and paste this like such, and listener. Details, baby, details. I have to display an alert, please. Okay, so. No message, input. I want to say value. Is equal to another string. Oh, an alert. I forgot how to do alerts. Window alert, I think that's what I want. Yes. Yeah. That's what I want, I believe. So if it's empty, then I want an alert saying I think exits, is that just return? Yeah. Cool. Okay, so effectively we're just saying message input, so whatever's put here will come through in message input.value, and we're checking, let's say, is an empty string. Now if it is an empty string and this being now strictly equal, so we are checking that it's actually like literally an empty string, it's nothing, then we will pop up an alert, and an alert will come on the window saying please enter a message, return. Now I don't think you will see it when I do it here, because I am capturing just the window. I'm capturing the browser, and this sort of lies on top, so you can't see. But I literally have a message here saying, yeah, please enter a message as coded. So cool. Brief message from our enablers, FreeCodeCamp, to support them, because they are allowing us to do something great here. We're learning how to code. It's amazing. Really good. It's just dope that it's available for free. So, yeah. Create an ISPAN function single parameter message and implicitly return false. Cool. So implicitly return just means, well, I don't know if this is what it actually means, but in practice, it means I don't need the curly braces and I don't need to use return, because whatever follows after the argument after defining what the parameters that the function takes is implicitly returned, is automatically returned as well. So that's what this is. And this is the arrow function, is where you have what we did before with the so arrow function is just your brackets for your argument, your equal, greater than sign. Excuse me. And this way of defining a function allows us to stick it in places like this without having to define give it a name, or I think it's called a function reference, or something along those lines. So this is quite cool. Back in your event listener, you need to update the text of the result element. You can use a ternary operator to achieve this. Send the result and turn it. So text content equals condition. Use this and that. Okay. After the if statement, use a ternary operator to check the truthfulness of calling is spam with that. If true, set the text context property of the result element to, oh no, this looks like a spam. Otherwise, set it to this method does not seem to contain any spam. Then set message input value to an empty array. Sounds like a lot. I'm going to break it down into simple steps and we're going to get it done. So after the if statement, use a ternary operator to check the truthfulness of calling is spam with this. Okay. Right. So we're setting this to the text content of result. So I think after the if statement, so I think this is here. I need to do this because this just checks is it empty. So then so result dot text content is equal to is spam message input dot value and if it's true, then oh no, this looks like a spam message. If it's false, excuse me, I am tired. Doesn't contain the spam. And then after we do this, we want to set so this should do it. We're basically using a ternary, which we're using that to set result.text context. So we're doing this, we are checking this condition is spam. Now currently we'll always return false because we are like literally forcing it to say false, to implicitly return false. But If this comes back true, then, oh no, it does look like a spam message, is what we set the result element to. If not, this message does not seem to contain any spam. Now, if this is correct, cool. If I run it now with whatever here, it will never come back. I think it's okay. It's not empty, because if it's empty, then it goes into the F statement. But as long as it's not empty, like Kendrick Lamar will say, boom. Then, because our spam message is implicitly return, spam function is implicitly returning false, that will resolve to false, and I should see this message does not contain any spam in the result field, and then the message input should be cleared. So let's see. There you go. And I will be right back. Now, real life, yo. Real life. Cool. So I'm happy. 5 steps in. It's cool. We saved that. I want to call it there because I've been summoned to go and then do life. So let's update that. And hopefully this will actually make the rest of what we're doing go a lot easier, because I actually understand regular expression, even though I think I do to some extent, having done what we've done so far. So thank you guys for joining. Yeah, keep showing up, guys. Keep showing up. Let's make this year